Today we will be doing chapter 1133 of One Piece. This is a chapter I read before now, because I was seeing so much about it. So I decided to go ahead and read it right before I left for work. And now that I've just recently got back from work, we will be uh, giving my thoughts on it. Weird. Anywho, so chapter 1133, Nice Things. Um, the cover story is a continuation of the what's the wording? Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, which they have shortened, thankfully. Holden attacks. Drop your valuables. Um, so I'm assuming it's implying that Holden was the one that stole the sword and stuff like that. And I would be surprised if next episode we don't see Holden being defeated. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so the chapter starts with a flashback to Robin's childhood. And I don't remember that person's name who is telling the story, but he's telling us the propaganda we hear at the beginning of the series, how this little girl was able to destroy multiple marine battleships by herself. Ooh, spooky. We also learned that she was blamed for the civilian casualties as well. And because of the prevalence of that, and they're following her around, um, people are everywhere between trying to kill her slash turn her in for her bounty, and people trying to just turn her in without directly interacting with her. So, all right. And throughout, we also have interspersed her time during the Buster Call, talking to Saul, talking to her mother, where that is the motivation for her to continue living, right? Um, and running. But then we cut to on the fifth page, back to Elbath. Everyone finally getting there completely, them finally getting off of the rainbow, everyone just being in awe of what Elbath looks like. And also, we see the Goldberg, Gerd, and that group on a Svar, which is a type of ship, keeping along with the themes. Um, using island clouds to sail through the sky, which is really cool. Um, you also have Lilith geeking out because of them using it in such a way that they possibly didn't think of or weren't able to do, which is also really cool, really good. Nice, nice. And you're also told about. Oh, no, no, no. Everyone's still getting together on the next page. Oh, the next couple pages. Um, oh yeah, and they're inviting them to the meal, to the uh, banquet. What's the word used? Uh, let's eat and drink. Got a whole mountain of food. Um, okay, I guess I don't use a specific word for it, but the giant meal they have prepared. Um, as they all get together and work towards this. But first, one second. But I don't do not disturb, so it doesn't make more noises. But first, I have to go say hi to Saul because they're told about Saul being there, and everyone's excited to meet this super important person from Robin's past. With Luffy even saying, going so far as to say, and I quote, "Listen, Robin, the thing about being captain is you have to pay your respects to everyone who's helped out your crew." And then Robin, with a smile on her face, asks where he learned it. And Luffy shouts back, "It's the honorable thing to do. Duh." So, the Giants decide to use that as a way to just, you know, prolong it a little bit longer, especially while Hyrule gets to cook the giant moose that he caught. As everyone goes to the library. Sadly, we don't get to see inside of the library this chapter. Hopefully, next chapter. I love a good library. Um, and as we get there, everyone's stopping Luffy from not allowing Robin to be the first to meet Saul, which is a nice little joke and stuff. Um, we get the reprise of Dr. Saul fell and he can't get up, or he's not getting up. What's the exact wording? He fell over and he's fallen and he won't get up. Yeah. And then we have Robin laughing as she approaches, tells people not to worry. We get a scene very reminiscent of Robin and Saul's first interaction, intentionally so on Saul's part, as we learn in the next page. As he is lying there face down, and as soon as she gets close enough, he rah, right? And she doesn't respond much outside of just looking at him, uh, smiling and just being super chill and happy to see him. And then over the next rest of the pages, we have the reunion of them not saying much, but also just being happy to be around each other. Um, some of my favorite pieces of the interaction is um, Saul saying that Robin has, where's the exact wording? You got her gentle eyes, in reference to Nico Olvia, Robin's mother. And Robin also comments about how um, Saul still laughs the same and she likes that. And then we learn more about the specifics of how Saul survived. Um, as Saul was trapped in the ice melted a little bit and he fell into the water, which helped him thaw out more at a rate that wouldn't cause harm. And then eventually the giants came and helped him. And then, as they promise to discuss more about the good things that have happened in their lives, Saul says, "Bless you for being alive, Robin. 22 whole years. Bless you for surviving. Bless you for coming to see me." And as everyone, except for Luffy, apparently, um, and maybe Zoro, I'm not sure who that other person is. Is it Zoro? It might be Zoro. Actually, no. Zoro doesn't wear a coat like that. Luffy and whoever the other person with their back to the POV, um, or everyone except for them are crying. They declare how much they missed each other. Right. Amazing chapter. I have cried both times I've read it now. Um, in case you didn't notice from my voice. It's 10 out of 10. I don't know how I could make it better than what it is. It's great. It's wonderful. Um, uh, Depending on how things go, I'll probably wind up crying next chapter as well. Hopefully. Um, Next week, I do believe. Yeah, because today's the 8th. By my second off day next week on Friday, I should be able to try to make a more in-depth video than these. Actually show my face some as well, which I'm not against doing, it's just this is easier when I get off work. I don't have to worry about looking presentable immediately after. But yeah, face cam. Hopefully I'll have my green screen up and ready and able to film, assuming I can put together some thoughts about one of the several non-One Piece manga I have. If I can't, I'll do a more generic video, probably about just me in general. Hopefully, again, this depends on if the green screen I have on its way actually gets here by Thursday, so I can do some stuff on Friday when I'm free. But yeah, with that out of the way, manga comes back. I think it was scheduled for the 22nd. So let's see if we get 2 years in a row of me crying at the Christmas upload. Actually, I think it actually came out on Christmas, so you know. But 22nd this year, it's 2 weeks. So whatever I do with my green screen, if it comes in, will be my next week's upload probably. But with that being said, sorry for rambling, but y'all have to get used to it. Um, But yeah, be yourselves.